Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out Alexis Harris. Alexis Harris comes from Tacoma, Washington, and she has sent me an email on Facebook, and she wanted me to touch on this story that's now going viral. It's about a 13-year-old girl. Her name is Isabel Lazamana. And basically what happened is that her father, I'm also hearing that he might be her stepfather. What happened is that back in May, he had filmed a video basically of his daughter. He cut off her hair because he said that she hadn't been listening. She had said something to her more than once and she was still doing the same thing. So he cut off all her beautiful long hair and she had a pile of hair on the floor. After he recorded the video, he uploaded it onto social media and all of her friends and everybody saw it. And of course she was very, very embarrassed. And about a week later, she was driving with her grandmother. She jumped out the car and decided to jump over the bridge of an overpass, and she landed down below and she ended up dying in the hospital. This 13-year-old girl decided to commit suicide because of the public shame and embarrassment that she felt. I want you guys to go ahead and watch this news clip. Check this out and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
John, the teen at the center of this story was also reportedly bullied at school after she was publicly shamed at home. And the sense of isolation that she must have felt is certainly shared by teens across the country, including those who live in our own area. Tonight, we spoke with a family who lives in the city, and they told us their tale of how they escaped that scene filled with negative mistreatment and bad energy. The 13-year-old girl in this video clip suffered the harshest kind of bullying.
How many times did I warn you?
Harsh because this extreme public shaming allegedly began at home, allegedly at the hands of her own father, who recorded and then uploaded the video, supposedly to teach his daughter a lesson.
Consequences of getting messed up? Man, you lost all that beautiful hair. Was it worth it?
It was not worth it, because investigators in Tacoma, Washington say after Isabel Lazamana's father allegedly cut her hair off, the teenager went to school and suffered even more bullying before committing suicide by jumping off a bridge.
What were some of the worst things that you remember having said to you?
The main one was thought, because I wasn't...
Thought, that blank over there.
Yeah.
Ali Muhammad says she can relate, telling us about her own experience with bullying that drove her to a dark place. It was her mother who was there to throw her a lifeline.
I've thought suicide myself. I've started cutting myself. I've done so many things to like hurt myself when I really shouldn't have. And so I can understand. Well, I don't, how do I say this? I don't say it's right that she should have killed herself, but I understand her pain. I understand where she was coming from.
For families at home who are watching this, what advice can you offer them on how to help a teen get a ticket out of that situation?
Monitor your child at all times. Ask them questions. Be part of your child's life. Be part of everything. Ask them about their day. See who their friends are. See who they're hanging out with. See who, know who your children's friends are. Because sometimes friends are the ones that are doing part of the bullying.
Board-certified child and adolescent psychiatrist Dr. Jody Gold says if you are struggling, trying to figure out how to best help your bullied child, the first step is to make sure you are not part of the problem.
We know that trauma and humiliation does not actually change behavior. If your kids misbehave, absolutely there needs to be consequences, but you need to sort of join with your child, help them to understand what they did, and figure out how to make their behavior change.
What we heard from Dr. Gold and from Ali's mother is that if you are struggling, trying to figure out what to do, don't be afraid to ask for help.
All right, so you guys just watched the news clip, and to see the original video of him cutting her hair, one of her friends had downloaded the video onto her phone, and then she played the video from the phone. She recorded it from her phone. So the video is on YouTube. You guys can click the link down below to check out the video. It's just really, really sad, that a father would take it this far. First of all, as we all know, for many women, our hair is our crown and glory. I couldn't imagine being 13 years old and my father just cutting off my hair. The way that he said in the video, like, I cut off all this beautiful long hair. I just don't understand why so many parents are looking for attention and validation on the internet. It's like there's nothing sacred anymore. Between this, between the stepmother giving the young boy the George Jefferson haircut, who ended up being a damn prostitute her damn self, you know, between all these parents who are out here shaming their kids, like I said, there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it. It's one thing to talk to your child and post it on social media. It's another thing to be cursing at them, to be going off on them, to be cutting off their hair. You know, it's just starting to be a bit much. It's just crazy. Ever since the father who beat his 2 daughters for twerking, it's like parents have just decided to just take matters into their own hands and start really shaming and embarrassing their kids. At the end of the day, these matters should be handled in your household. It's not the world's business how you discipline your child. And I think this father had no business cutting this little girl's hair. You know, but I also feel like there were already deep-seated issues that this girl was going through way before he cut her hair. Because for a 13-year-old child to jump out of a moving car and then jump over an overpass and kill herself, that's definitely not something normal that a child would just come up with. You know, this child had to have been suffering depression long before this video. You know, saying long before the father decided to cut her hair. And it just seems like the family just really ignored the warning signs. They weren't paying her any attention. And I really feel bad for her. I've even seen comments from her YouTube account where she's left comments on videos about how she feels ostracized, how she doesn't have a lot of friends, how people pick on her. So it seems like she was going through a lot at school and at home. And I think her father doing that and shaming her just really pushed her over the edge. You know, if you're feeling suicidal, if you're going through a lot, talk to somebody. Let somebody know what's going on. And parents, you know, you have to talk to your children first. It's not about just blasting them and you know, putting them on blast on social media. Stop looking for validation and stop looking for attention from people who don't give 2 shits about you or your child. You know, that's the sad part. At the end of the day, people post these videos, folks laugh, folks comment, it goes viral, but then you're still left to pick up the pieces at home. You know, and it's just not worth it to me to sit here and do things like that. Because these are some of the consequences, is that a child who's already fragile may commit suicide if they're shamed enough. So anyways, you guys, go ahead and leave a comment. Let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. What do you guys think about Isabel's story? And then how do you guys feel about this stupid ass trend with parents continuously shaming their kids online? You know, how do you guys feel about that? Do you guys feel like this trend just needs to be deaded? Folks need to stop. It's not everybody's business. Let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. All right. Deuces. Hey YouTube, it's your girl Lovely T, and you can show me some love by hitting that subscribe button, watching my previous videos, and following me on social media.